Welcome back from that short break. In case you're just joining us, this is the News International Edition, and we are coming to you live from our Vision Group headquarters here in Kampala, Uganda. Now, Palestinian militants fired guns during clashes with the Israeli army in the occupied West Bank city of Jenin. The Israeli army said it had launched drone strikes in the occupied West Bank area of Jenin as part of an extensive counter-terrorism effort that the Palestinian Health Ministry said has killed already 5 residents. We have more.
This operation comes 2 weeks after an Israeli army raid in Jenin refugee camp left 7 people dead and saw rare use of helicopter missile fire. Israel has stepped up operations in the northern West Bank, home to Jenin city, and its adjacent refugee camp, which is a stronghold of Palestinian armed groups and where there has been a spate of attacks on Israelis, as well as attacks by Jewish settlers on Palestinian communities. The Palestinian Health Ministry said that in Monday's operation, 5 people were killed and 27 injured. The Israeli army said its forces had struck a joint operations center which served as a command post for the Jenin Brigade, a local militant group. The area is nominally under the control of President Mahmoud Abbas's Palestinian Authority, which has partial administration control in the West Bank. The army said the early Monday operation targeted an observation and reconnaissance site as well as a weapons storage facility and a hideout for those alleged to have carried out attacks on Israeli targets in recent months. Violence in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has worsened since early last year, including under the latest administration of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, which took power in December, a coalition between his Likud party and extreme right and ultra-Orthodox Jewish allies. Netanyahu's coalition contains hardline settlers, including extreme right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir. It is said the army was after specific targets and not trying to hold ground. There was no specific timeline as to when the ongoing operation would end. Israel has occupied the West Bank since the Six-Day War of 1967. Excluding annexed East Jerusalem, the territory is now home to around 490,000 Israelis who live in settlements considered illegal under international law. The Palestinians, who seek their own independent state, want Israel to withdraw from all land it occupied in the Six-Day War and to dismantle all Jewish settlements.
Very sad scenes there coming from Jenin. And finally, from Vietnam, it is 3 a.m. and pitch black when rice farmer Tran Le Than heads into a waterlogged fields on the outskirts of Hanoi to begin planting, desperate to finish before the day's brutal heat arrives. Planting in the dark has become a savior for countless farmers in the north and central Vietnam during increasingly hot summers as South and Southeast Asian nations battle record high temperatures this year.
Planting in the dark has become a savior for countless farmers in North and Central Vietnam during increasingly hot summers as South and Southeast Asian nations battle record high temperatures this year. If the temperature reaches 37 to 38 degrees like this hot weather, planting rice during night time will be better for the rice as the water is cooler, facilitating the rice plant to grow stronger and faster than in the daytime. During daytime, it is hotter and the rice plant will grow slower. One farmer, Tran Lan, had managed a few days of daytime planting during a brief respite from the heat, but she switched to night work as another heat wave descended on northern Vietnam in early July, with forecasters predicting a long stretch where daily temperatures would exceed 37 degrees Celsius or 98 degrees Fahrenheit. This year is too hot. The temperature is around 37 to 38 degrees Celsius. Farmers like us cannot work in the heat wave, so like today, people have to leave the field to go back home at around 9 a.m. Rice planting during nighttime is good for the health of the rice and for us, the farmers, but lighting is not adequate as during the daytime, so the plantation might not be on a straight line. Working at night is more productive and one is less distracted, adds Fyong, another farmer. Planting rice during nighttime is cooler and we can do our work smoothly. During daytime, things can be seen clearer, but it is so hot, sunny and sweaty, so we have to go to work really early. Night planting has its advantages for the rice, which farmers say can be sensitive to extreme temperatures. Day or night, farmers such as Lan and Fyong can earn up to $40 a day, a large sum in a country where laborers in rural areas normally earn around $250 each month. Nevertheless, the work is so tough that hardly anyone wants to do it, and according to these farmers, planting in the dark takes much more time compared to during the day.
And that's all the international news we had for you this afternoon. Thank you for watching and have a good evening.